how a YouTuber's personality determines their legacy, from creators who left behind empires of love to those who burned their legacies to the ground. Here's how a YouTuber's personality decides whether they're cared for or canceled. Mr. Beast. First up, the kid who turned subscriber buttons into a full-blown stock market. Jimmy Donaldson, aka Mr. Beast.
Income sources you have?
That's an interesting one. Well, let's see. We have Beast Burger, Feastables. We have a company where we dub channels. We have Mr. Beast Gaming, Beast Reacts, and Mr. Beast Espanol. Merch as another one. We built this app where we had people put their finger on the app. Yeah, so we're building other apps in the future.
On the surface, the guy's a spreadsheet saint. Sleeps 4 hours, wakes up, runs A/B tests.
I have 1 million subscribers when you see this video. My entire life has been a failure. I hope I have 1 million subs. I better have 1 million subscribers when you guys see this.
Like their TikTok dances, then dumps $1 million on strangers because content.
If this subscriber can beat Ronaldo in a 1v1, I'm going to give him $1 million.
One morning, he literally felt bored and built an entire well system in Africa. You know, Casual Tuesday.
It is raining! It's beautiful!
But even Willy Wonka trips on his own chocolate river. End of 2024, CoffeeZilla followed a breadcrumb trail of meme coins worth $23 million.
They come from two sources. Firstly, an investigation by Soma XBT, which claims Mr. Beast made $10 million by backing low-cap crypto tokens, which are down 90%.
Those wallets? They happened to light up right when Jimmy was tweeting, "Hold till the moon." Coincidence, right?
And the second investigation comes from a group of 5 people who investigated Mr. Beast and found $23 million in profits from, quote, scams, shady deals, and his network.
Fast forward 8 weeks, and here comes the Beast Games lawsuit. 5 contestants join forces Pokemon style.
That's been out for a while. People have internally known at the company that, like, Chris is kind of a potential minors attracted person, and the company protects her, and they were protecting her, and they protected her as long as they could. Jimmy knew, everyone knew, so.
Suing for hostile work conditions, missing paychecks, and, plot twist, sexual harassment claims.
I think in general, a lot of it's just been blown out of proportion. Like, people have claimed, like, we didn't use unions because I didn't want to pay people fair money, when that was just a flat out lie. We did use unions, and like that there are dozens of broken bones. And which is like crazy to think that I'd be like, oh, 10 people broke their bones? Let's keep filming, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't even make sense.
Does that erase the wells, the 20,000 cataract surgeries, the 100 million trees? Nah. But it does flip the script from flawless philanthropist to empire builder who might need HR with a capital H. So what's Jimmy's legacy going to read like? Depends which comment section wins. For now, the views keep rolling, the debates keep raging, and one thing is crystal clear. The algorithm worships numbers. The audience worships character. And Mr. Beast is about to find out which score really matters. Jake Paul. Now let's talk about Jake Paul, the walking controversy generator who somehow made being annoying a full-time job.
The LAPD tells us they've been responding to complaints about groups of people gathered outside Jake's house about once a day for the last few weeks. So far, Jake has not been cited because police say he hasn't broken any laws.
This man went from Disney Channel to daily vlogs to full-blown menace mode. And not like fun YouTube prank menace, more like, please stop lighting furniture on fire in your backyard kind of menace.
Ah, there you go. He's back. Chance, run, bro. He's out of here.
Jake treated YouTube like it was GTA IRL edition. Trash-talking neighbors.
Yeah! It said the neighbor said we made it a living hell.
Excuse me, sir. Are you silly? They didn't think I was gonna send it.
Fake arrests for thumbnails, and then casually being spotted at protests during peak looting like he spawned in the wrong server. And for a while, that chaos worked. The louder he got, the more views he raked in.
God
But here's where it all started to rot. That same cocky, look at me energy that blew him up, it came with a mountain of red flags.
Looking back in hindsight, it's absolutely insane. What, I'm 19, 20, making millions of dollars, getting millions of views, attention. You feel invincible and like, oh, I can do anything and whatever. And it took me a long time to realize how wrong I was.
The man's been accused of more than just clout chasing. We're talking serious stuff, SA allegations, lawsuits, and a crypto crash so bad it turned half his fan base into accidental investors.
I mean, lawsuits, so many things, landlords suing, neighbors, I don't know. I don't even remember like all the different lawsuits, but basically it sucked the fun out of everything.
And when he tried to pivot to boxing like this was his redemption arc, he kept the ego, doubled the flexing, and somehow made punching people feel less mature.
Mike Tyson doesn't take ice baths.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Do you think he's just gonna show up and just see what happens?
No, he's training.
Oh, okay.
It's day one, the fun just begun.
He's definitely very angry. He's not even doing interviews. He's like only focused on training.
Wow.
Let's be real, he didn't evolve. He just rebranded. Same clout chasing, different gloves.
I feel great, I'm ready.
Good.
I'm already ready. It's just like putting on extra fun details and staying sharp. I'm just mentally excited.
Jake Paul's legacy isn't about numbers or knockouts. It's about what happens when you chase fame so hard, you don't notice your whole reputation catching fire behind you. KSI. Next up is KSI, aka JJ Olatunji, aka the only man on YouTube who can scream at FIFA.
You think I'm swinging? You think this is coming? It's not!
Drop a chart-topping album, knock a guy out, and still have time to clown himself on a podcast.
Stop screaming! Stop!
This man doesn't just have main character energy, he's the entire cast, director, and opening theme.
What the fuck? Wait, hold up. I scared myself. My own shadow terrified me.
From day one, JJ's been cocky, chaotic, and loud enough to power a small country.
Oh, it's done! It's done!
But here's what makes him different. He knows it. He's not out here pretending he's humble. He'll tell you he's the greatest, and then drop a clip of himself getting rocked in the ring right after.
I wasn't really sure about the whole thing. I thought, do I really want someone to, film me throughout my whole life, through the highs and lows? But, over time, it kind of opened me up and, I started to be a lot more vulnerable.
Because deep down, KSI is painfully self-aware, and that's the cheat code.
Your relationship with your dad or your mom or, your brother, having like fights, etc., and how to resolve that. And, even dealing with relationships as well, having to, sort that out, in front of a camera. It was a lot. So yeah, it's nice to, put that out and, just be vulnerable for once and show that I am human.
1 minute he's flexing wins, next minute he's roasting his own music career from 2015. Whether it's fighting with Deji, screwing up at Sidemen events, or getting memed for his "it's not funny" moments, JJ never hides the L's. He's one of the only creators who got more respected the more he evolved. Like, man went from YouTube troll to business mogul with Prime, and people still call him real. That's wild.
I'm glad I said yes to Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that was definitely a dub.
Well, congrats, man. Yeah, I mean, it's
thank you,
it's
man.
valued at billions of dollars, that company.
It's taken us a lot of hard work to get to that point, especially the first year. We traveled so much from America to Europe to, you know, all these different places just to promote.
KSI isn't loved in spite of his personality. He's loved because of it. Loud? Yes. Arrogant? Sometimes. But fake? Never. PewDiePie. Now let's talk about PewDiePie, the YouTube OG who somehow went from loudest guy on the internet to guy who reads manga in his Japanese garden with a baby on his lap, and made both eras iconic. Felix didn't just survive YouTube, he evolved with it. There was a time when his videos were pure chaos, screeching at horror games.
Hey, there we go. All right.
Oh, no! Dropping edgy jokes like candy.
Oh, what the fuck? Take it away. Why would you do that? Oh, that actually made me gag.
Really?
Oh my god, why?
And living peak bro culture life.
Are you serious right now, bro?
But instead of getting stuck there like a lot of early 2010s creators, he pivoted.
I always find it extremely immature and stupid, and I hate how I now personally fed into that part of gaming.
He chilled out, took accountability, stopped pretending to be untouchable.
It was something that I said in the heat of the moment. I said the worst word I could possibly think of, and it just sort of slipped out. And I'm not gonna make any excuses to why it did, because there are no excuses for it.
And the wildest part? He didn't run from his past. He owned it. Called out his own cringe, apologized for the dumb stuff, and showed people what real growth actually looks like.
I'm really sorry if I offended, hurt, or disappointed anyone with all of this. Being in the position I am, I should know better. I know I can't keep messing up like this.
Now, he's a husband, a dad, and somehow more loved than he was at his peak.
Marcel was the biggest warrior on the planet. That was such a long labor. And look what we made. Huh?
PewDiePie's legacy is built on progress, and that's why fans still ride with him. Because he didn't just grow his channel, he grew the hell up. XQC. If YouTube and Twitch had a fever dream, it'd look like XQC.
Analyzer, moderator stance, sound filter, 6 monitors, pedals, drums, gaming guitar controllers, 6 consoles, 10 computers,
Felix Lengyel isn't polished. He isn't graceful. Half the time, he's mid-sentence, mid-rant, mid-keyboard smash, and still pulling hundreds of thousands of viewers. But here's the kicker. It's that exact personality that made him unstoppable. He stutters, he yells, he rage quits, and somehow, fans eat it up like gospel. Because in a world full of curated feeds and relatable influencers with media training, XQC is the realest dude in the room, even if the room's on fire and he's arguing with chat over microwave settings. His personality is raw, messy, brutally honest, and never pretending for views. He doesn't fake hype. He doesn't pander.
Oh, please, please, please! I can't get your blanket! I can't get your blanket! Oh my god! I feel like in my some shit! All the noises in my head!
Of course, being XQC comes with a trail of wreckage, multiple bans, public fallouts, court cases, and a $100 million streaming deal that got him roasted for normalizing gambling.
Dude, how much money do you think you've lost gambling in totality?
Oh man, that's a hard topic because if you say a number, the scale doesn't make sense.
8 figures or 9?
How much is that?
Tens of millions.
Tens or hundreds?
It's not in the hundreds, but it's in the early 9 figures. The loss is over 100 million, right?
But through it all, he never pivoted to please anyone. He didn't evolve to fit the internet standards. He made the internet evolve around him. That's why his legacy won't be greatest gamer or best personality. It'll be the streamer who refused to be anything but himself and still ended up with one of the most loyal fan bases in the game. XQC didn't build a career. He built a personality so chaotic, so unapologetic, so undeniably him that the platform never forgot and never will. Jacksepticeye. Now some YouTubers build their legacy off stunts, some off scandals, but Jacksepticeye, he built his off heart. From the moment Sion McLaughlin hit the platform, he didn't try to be the edgiest, funniest, or most viral. He just showed up with that Irish energy, green hair, and enough enthusiasm to power a small city, and somehow made 30 million people feel like they knew him personally.
A hush comes over the crowd as Jackaboy, the king of all bosses, takes to the hall. You motherfucker piece of
Jack wasn't trying to be the main character. He was trying to be a good one, the kind that actually talks about burnout when he's feeling it.
We're going to talk about like burnout and YouTubers themselves, because after my video, everybody came to me and saying they were feeling the same thing, and
I'm sure
everybody's going through the same thing, and everyone's feeling burnt out at the same time. And I don't know if it's because more people are talking about it, so more people are opening up about it, or if it's
the kind that pauses uploads not for drama, but because grief hit, and he's not gonna fake a smile for content.
Where I didn't really know what I was doing. My relationships, personal and like professional, were kind of all over the place. I didn't really know what I wanted. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know where I stood.
And that realness, it made him unforgettable.
And that was the first time I ever felt really depressed, like actually depressed. There's all those moments where you're kind of in a funk or you're sad and you're like, am I depressed? No, I don't think so.
While others treat fans like numbers, Jack treats them like people. When he opens up about losing his dad or struggling with pressure, he doesn't just vent, he gives everyone watching permission to feel human too. Then he turns around and raises $10 million for charity through Thankmass, like it's just another Tuesday. That's not content, that's character.
So we have now been able to do 3.5 million meals and $10 million.
Oh my God. No!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Even when minor drama pops off, like quietly dipping from the Cloak clothing brand, Jack stays the same. No Twitter rants, no victim complex, just a calm, honest explanation and a steady return to doing what he loves. In the end, his games are fun, his reactions are gold, but it's his personality that stuck for being genuine. Jacksepticeye's legacy isn't tied to any viral trend or manufactured beef. It's built on the feeling that when you clicked on one of his videos, you felt like someone was really there.
I did not know this. You were doing 2 videos a day for 5 years?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Was that on purpose? Or? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was really different back then. Nowadays, like, people love to look back at that content with today's lens, but it's like, we weren't making highly produced content.
And in the world of YouTube, that's rarer than a MrBeast budget. So which one of these YouTubers have the most iconic legacy? Drop your answers in the comments.